fuck is up with this damn police, man?
Caroline Levin announced in a press conference today that the homeless within D.C., if there is not adequate homeless shelters for them, will have to choose between involuntary commitment or jail. Now, this started last year with the Supreme Court's ruling in Grants Pass versus Johnson, which allows for people sleeping on the street to be arrested even if there is not adequate housing available to them. And I want to be very clear that we have the resources to house all of our homeless. We have the resources to prevent it. We have the resources to give people free medical care so that mental health does not get to the point of causing joblessness and homelessness. We are choosing not to treat it. Then this year, there was an executive order from the White House about ending crime and disorder in the streets, which calls for the involuntary commitment of homeless people, specifically the mentally ill, essentially reestablishing asylums. This executive order calls on the Attorney General in particular and the Secretary of Housing, Human and Health Services, and Transportation to deal with the homelessness problem. Here's the issue. We're going to have to rebuild mental facilities, mental incarceration facilities, and there's going to be an increased homeless population in jail. It's important to note that the GEO Group, which is the private prison giant in the United States, has gotten $1 billion in contracts due to increased deportations. They are expanding prisons across the country, specifically in Georgia. They have also signed a 5-year contract with the U.S. Marshals and are the largest private prison ownership group in the country. And who was their lobbyist? Pam Bondi. The private prison group that is the former lobbying interest of our current Attorney General is making money hand over fist by arresting people who are not criminals. And now we have to face the acknowledgement that now we're going to have involuntary commitment, which disproportionately affects women. Someone can claim a woman is insane. This is how lobotomies happened back in the day. If she did not comply or did not adhere to gender norms, they could send her to an asylum and have her lobotomized, removing essentially her entire functioning personality. We have the resources to fix the homeless problem and to fix things like medical care and education. We're the richest country in the world. We do not have an excuse. But what we're doing is we're imprisoning people who did not commit a crime. Yesterday, in his press conference, Trump said he wanted to charge 14-year-olds as adults, increasing the high school to prison pipeline, in part because the United States Constitution no longer allows for enslavement unless you are in prison. It's free labor they get to use while making their buddies, their lobbying interests, a ton of money off of human bodies. Also, pro red flag tip, if you're not sure if someone's a covert conservative, if they say deal with the homeless instead of help the homeless.